Hello, I'm David Selig of Selig and Associates, New York's premier tax representation and advocacy firm. With me today is my learned colleague, Attorney Bradley Dorin. We're going to discuss how to resolve a tax problem, how to refinance a home, and how to make sure that your mother and father aren't taken advantage of if they're interested in obtaining a reverse mortgage. So, Brad, why don't you get us started?
Well, there's certainly a lot of ground to cover. We always begin our initial consultation with an understanding of the taxpayer's compliance record. We have to do a review to understand where the taxpayer stands in terms of their tax compliance.
A roadmap to solve your problems. We'll find out if all of your returns have been filed, if there's any money owing to the federal government, if there's any money owing to the state government, if there are substitute returns, if you're entitled to a refund that you are not aware of. This is the very beginning to addressing your situation.
That's true. You can't continue to resolve any tax issues if there is an open matter of compliance, if certain returns aren't filed, or if there's any outstanding questions.
You know, a lot of people ask me, they say, I owe a lot of money in taxes. I would love to refinance my house. I have a business opportunity. I need to pay for my kids' college. I don't want them taking a student loan. It's very difficult when you get out into the workforce for a young person. I don't want my children to be burdened. I've got a lot of equity in my home, but because of this damn tax problem, I can't take advantage of that. And that's just not true, is it?
It's not, and most mortgage representatives are not tax attorneys or tax accountants. They don't understand the tax rules, and frankly, they're not authorized to discuss tax matters with people that are attempting to get a mortgage.
You know, they're chasing after the guy with the perfect credit, the guy who's never paid a bill late, the guy or gal who doesn't have a tax problem. The fact of the matter is, with the economy, with people changing jobs, with any number of things happening, a lot of people have tax problems. It seems that, well, obviously everyone we meet has an issue. We like to look at it not so much as a problem, but as a challenge. And when we approach it that way, we're usually able to solve whatever challenge we're confronted with. We can even overcome bankruptcies. We can work with the IRS, but I gotta tell you something. Those commercials that you see on television, settle your taxes for pennies on the dollar, for the most part, that's just jive.
Most of those commercials are actually advertisements from marketing companies just collecting names of people that have tax problems and then selling those names to tax representatives all over the country.
Well, you know, P.T. Barnum was right. There's a sucker born every minute. And those companies have grown wax rich on people's fervent hope that they're somehow going to get away with something. And that's usually not the case. You know, we'll meet with somebody and we'll explain the hard facts, look at it in the cold light of day, come up with a plan. They either move forward or they don't. But every now and again, one of these people picks up the telephone, they call a company, it's in Nevada or California, and they get taken for a ride. And that ride, notwithstanding all the extra penalties and interest that you get from the government, usually costs about $5,000 or $6,000. And at the end of the road, instead of a pot of gold, it's a big fat zero, and they come back here frequently with their tails between the legs, and they say, how could I have been so stupid? Well, don't you be so stupid. Most tax problems can be fixed, and we want to help you fix yours.
We want to help you fix your tax problems and address any kind of mortgage issues that you have in terms of existing property, potentially refinancing and taking out money, or buying that house that you've always wanted.
You know, the problem as I see it is most of the people who are peddling these mortgages, they are salespeople who last week may have been selling timeshares. A few months ago they were trying to make it in insurance. There might have been a little foray in real estate. The fact of the matter is these are complicated concepts that most people understand on a surface level and will go into it. But the fact of the matter is it really helps to have a good tax accountant and practitioner and attorney on your side, and we're here for you.